because they keep calling John Cena the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and it's like, okay, we're gonna have to address it because they keep saying it. I'm thinking, no, no thought,
Okay.
no thoughts. Oh, I do have a thought.
All right.
We got to get it out of the way. I keep meaning to bring this up, and it just keeps skipping over it, but they're just throwing it in our face, so now we have to actually talk about it. John Cena. They keep saying he is the GOAT. Agree or
Well,
disagree?
oh, I disagree
Disagree?
wholeheartedly. Yeah.
Well, who you putting in the GOAT? Who's your GOAT?
Who's my
Gu-
goat?
Other than Gunther, of course.
No, no, I'm not. I'm not that biased. Who's my personal goat, or who would I consider like factually the goat?
Factually.
I think it would be a tie between Austin or Hogan. I think both of them revolutionized different eras. Stone Cold gets credit for doing the whole Attitude Era thing, but Hogan, even though the steroid era was there too, he kind of revolutionized his era as well.
I mean, Hogan took the company to heights they had never seen. So did Stone Cold.
Hogan was also like he transcended wrestling. Well, Stone Cold he tried to. He was
I
a
think he
wrestler.
did. I mean, I think he did. You had people, oh hell yeah, and you can see like Stone Cold shirts on people who didn't even know who he was.
Well, yeah,
Smoking Soul shirts, saw him everywhere.
they knew his little catchphrase, but I don't think it was ever as big as Hogan. I could be wrong.
Perhaps we'll find out when we do our WrestleMania reviews. I would have to say Hogan, even though like he wasn't like my personal favorite as a kid.
Hmm.
I would say yes. Number one, what he did in the '80s, and what he did when he went to WCW, the whole NWO thing. Like
He also broke out in some movies.
I wouldn't put the actor thing on him.
I
That's
would. I
another.
mean,
That's another
some
question.
not like Thunder in Paradise, but his little wrestling movie. I love to know Holds Barred.
I think the only movie would be whichever Rocky he was in for me. But I don't think I've ever seen No Holds Barred. Wasn't there a movie where he was like a nanny too or something? Or a
Uh,
babysitter?
yeah, there's something like that. Mr. Nanny.
Yeah. Obviously, I've never seen that one, but
There's also one where he was an alien or he came back from time or something like that. Christopher Lloyd's in it.
and then there's the movie with Mr. T. Or was that just a TV show?
It was probably just, I don't know.
But we can have another. That could be a whole conversation in itself. Who's the best?
Oh, wouldn't it have been Rocky?
Well, that's what I said, Rocky.
Yeah.
But that was no. He was versus Sylvester Stallone. They were doing the exhibition.
Hogan was, but wasn't Clubber Lang in that?
Oh yeah,
Well, there you go.
yeah. It was a cameo thing. But yeah, we could have a not this week, but we could have a whole conversation on wrestler turned movie star. Like who?
Oh,
has
that's
the best,
easy.
Who?
It's Piper.
Okay, that's what I said. We have
Oh,
to
I guess The Rock.
have research on that because I would say yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Well, here's the thing though. The Rock isn't a wrestler. He was a guy that used wrestling to catapult himself into bigger and better things, and good on him for it. Roddy Piper was always a wrestler. He was also a goddamn good actor,
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I'd have to go back and watch some of his stuff, but
They
maybe
Live
I'm not.
is great.
Yeah, I was just saying maybe I'm not qualified to answer this question yet because I haven't seen enough wrestler movies.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Rock is a better actor, and he's been in better movies. I put Walking Tall as probably the best wrestling movie, or because I think it was produced by WWE.
Yeah,
So I would put that like as the best wrestling related movie.
what was the one with Kevin Hart? Central Intelligence. I like that movie. That was funny for me. There's the other guys. He was in that one a little bit, but he was still in it.
He was in Be Cool.
I want to thank all you guys for all that paperwork and all that shit we don't want to do because you guys we get to do all the cool shit, all the unprotected sex. All well, you had to throw in unprotected.
Yes.
Batista, he's been in some good movies too, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a list.
Batista hasn't been like the central character though, has he? He's always been a side character or one of the main characters, but not the main character.
Yeah, I mean, I would almost say the M Night Shyamalan movie he did.
He was a main character. He wasn't the main character.
I would almost put him as the main character. He seemed like the leader of that little group.
Okay.
But yeah, we got way off topic there. I just wanted to know what you're, because they keep calling John Cena the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the best
No.
ever. And it's like, okay, we're going to have to address it because they keep saying it. He is one of, but he's not the.
Think about it. If they would have let CM Punk's push or his momentum, if they would have just let it go to its natural conclusion, would he still be the greatest of all time, or would Punk?
Well, I mean, him holding the company for such a long time, the Ruthless Aggression era.
That's my point. Because CM Punk had a chance, Daniel Bryan had a chance, there was Alex Riley, Zack Ryder.
We're talking about a different level here.
CM Punk was at a different level.
Maybe he could have been. Like the Summer of Punk, he did the pipe bomb. Maybe if they would have let that go as far as it could have gone.
That's what I'm saying. If they would have let that just ride, because they brought him back too early when they did the champion versus champion thing with Cena. Because remember, he left with the belt.
Yeah, and then he was like on 2 weeks.
Yeah, he was gone for 2 weeks. But like, if they would have just let him like go on like Ring of Honor or something, do promos with the belt, go to Japan.
Yeah, they played it a little too safe there.
Just a little bit. And then they put him with Triple H and Kevin
Nash. It's like, well, there goes that push.
And then they put him in with Laurinaitis, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna be just like Austin and McMahon." No, it's not.
Well, that's the thing. You saw him as like or at least I saw him as like a modern day Vince McMahon, or I'm sorry, modern day Stone Cold.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I think they could have let that play out.
He would have been the biggest wrestler.
But then also, where do you go from there? Because now they're publicly traded, so you can't do like Attitude Era stuff within the rules there.
He was there with PG stuff. Wasn't Straight Edge Society PG?
Yeah.
There you go. That was his best shit.
I'm saying, how far can you really take it? Like, you're not going to have him...
They took it pretty far.
Yeah.
If you watch his documentary, he talks about getting legitimate heat. Like, grandmas wanted to kill him.
Well, that's good.